Hi all, our week 8 update. It's a day early. We're sitting here, obviously I'm not in my business attire. We're sitting here out in the beautiful Riverina. I have to say there's been a typical event, I suppose. Beach volleyball in the Riverina, and it's the reason why you reach for a tree change. Fantastic atmosphere, all body types, all about participation. That's what you find in the when you go for your tree change. Yeah, everybody does everything, and it's about participating, not watching. And I'd have to say it was just a fantastic weekend, and you've got to experience those sorts of things. Get out and see the sheepdog trials. Get out of the city and just get back to your roots, and it's fantastic. These country towns put on amazing events, and they don't have all the big backing of a big town or city. They just get on with it and do it within their means, which is fantastic. Right, moving right along, market update. So we've seen Japan and the UK announce recessions on Thursday, which in our market we've been experiencing those conditions, and no one will talk about it, but we've been experiencing for a few months. Certainly at the auctions, we've had buyers pull out days before where their finance has been revoked. Excuse me. So they've officially announced recessions, and in our industry, our buyers are experiencing financial institutions up around 12 to 18%. Terms only 2 or 3 years max, 1 year before they have to refinance. So that's a reality of the marketplace. When you're moving, when you're auctioning 5 to 10 a month, you're immediately in the market. So there's no, I can't go out and promise something to a new listing on blind faith. I tell it as it is. I tell you what the market's doing, and sometimes the whole market doesn't agree with it because they're not dealing with cash buyers and the complexities of financing. Anyway, that's where it's at the moment. Are property selling? Yes, they are. They're selling if the vendors are listening to the market. And I have to say, part of that is that the market doesn't owe you anything. The market will tell you on a specific day, and obviously we're an auction house, an auction dominated system. So we can pinpoint a specific day. The market will tell you what your property's worth, what the market is willing to pay, put their 10% deposit down and settle in 30 or 42 days. So it's not wishy-washy, but it is the market. You know, we can't promise you something that the market won't produce. So, and you're going to know that within 21 days or 28 days or whatever, whenever we've listed it prior to the auction marketing commencing. Anyway, moving right along, that's a reality. We've got 12 days to cut off to our March auction. The reality is, the longer you wait to come to the market, the more it's going to cost you over the next 12 months. You wait, and the market's going to drop on your property. And the buyers aren't just going to materially present themselves and pay you more money in 3 or 6 months' time just because you waited. You weren't ready. Now is the time to get on the market. Now is the time to sell and move on with your life. Now, if you set what the property owes you and the market does not agree with you, I don't know what to say. The market is the market. I'm not the market. I can appraise it, but on a falling market, the reality is the reality. We are finding, and you've probably seen it on ABC News, we are finding the business side of the transaction isn't getting a lot of attention. People can't raise any money on it. So if the banks are charging 12 to 18% and only lending 40% of the purchase price, that's a telling sign. Then it limits how much the buyers can pay. But the buyers will buy. So you've got to decide if you're going to meet the market, sell, move on with your life. So I'll give you examples where 2 years ago I had cash buyers at auctions and the vendors did not take those offers, and 2 years down the track they've lost 20% or 30% or 40% just because they thought they were the market. So the market is the market, whether it's cars, stock, fruit and veg, that's the market on the day. So 12 days to cut off for our March auction. That's looking pretty cool. 23rd of February auction. Bit of a major change for only the third time in our illustrious history. We're going live online only. And the reason for that is that we've got new technology coming on board, but it's not going to be ready. We've trialled it, and unfortunately we've run out of time. And of course the old technology's gone. So what we'll be doing is running our auction online. So if you're a buyer, you register with us. We'll give you the link to link into each auction individually. We don't give access to the whole auction. So when you're registered as a buyer, you'll view your auction only. So make contact with me or my office. Direct line is 040 297 0217, Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com, and each auction has its own link. So as we go through the auction, we haven't sorted the order out yet, got it on penciled in, but probably Tuesday I'll have the final order of auction and approximate times. So what time we'll be bringing it up, but it is important that you do have coverage, and you only get one shot at it. So I have had the odd complaint that, oh, you know, we're in the car or something or other and you sent your link and it didn't work, blah blah blah. They work, the links work. Get ready early. The reason we have specific times for each auction is so that we're focused on that auction only, and the successful conclusion is that we have a willing buyer, willing seller come together and we have a sale, and that's what we want. That's the purpose of the auction. So we don't run them all together. There's no urgency there. We just have the specific auction for each one. So there, call me if you want to register. 040 297 0217, Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com. Send me a text and we'll send you the link when you're approved. So what else are we covering today? Obviously we are looking at, you'll see online, we've already scheduled our auctions up until June I think it's June 28, June 29 is our last one for the financial year. Just checking that out. June 27, sorry. And we'll be publishing in the next 2 weeks our last half of 2024 so that you can schedule in your auction. But get in early, get booked in so that we can get all our, get your financials, get your certified financials. We've got to have those certified, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, we've got to get serious about this. Also about marketing, we have had a lack of commitment to marketing, and that's got to change. You know, it's a business transaction, it's tax deductible. When I started in '86, they invested more money than some of our vendors are today, so on a percentage of sale price. So it's a matter of being fair dinkum about it. I spend a lot of money on marketing, but the marketing campaigns, they succeed, and it's important that you invest in the sale of your property. Anyway, moving right along, that's where we're at. Give me a call. We're on the road obviously at the moment, and come auction day on Friday, that's an exciting day. Obviously I get to use the voice, use a hammer. We'll be knocking down those 4 properties hopefully, and the vendors can move on with their lives, which is always exciting. And having new people come into the industry, that's what I like. All the inquiry at the moment, new people coming in. It's not just existing people. People have burnt out, there's no two ways about that. It's time for them to go, and let's get some new blood in. So have a good week 8 of 2024, everyone, and give me a call if you want an appraisal done. I can get a pre-list kit out to you within 24 hours, and we can start talking facts and figures, get contracts, and get you up and sold on the 29th of March, which will mean you're looking at a settlement approximately May the 10th would be your settlement day. So you're out. That's pretty exciting. Thanks very much, and have a wonderful week 8.